as Patrick Ewing gets set to go on the opening tip against Shaquille O'Neal. Greg Anthony controlling the opening tip. Anderson's shot was deflected short, and here's Starks on a 4-on-1, feeding Ewing. Knicks 4, Orlando 2.
Mark, to be specific, as you mentioned, Skiles, the man with the ball, plays 40 minutes a game, more than any other member of this team.
Tolbert open for the 3. Starks passed up the 3. Feeds Ewing. Knicks 6. The Magic 4. Ewing way out of his range there. And here's Shaquille, who can't handle the ball, getting it back to Bowie. O'Neal spinning in.
Look at the difference when a big man decides to go to the basket. Another big man can't deal with it.
Smith for Ewing. Well, that time he took it inside. The Knicks 8. The Magic 6. Patrick Ewing off to the fast start. Here's a three-point attempt by Anderson. So Nick Anderson, a 33% shooter from downtown, has given Orlando a 1-point lead.
Anderson had 2 threes yesterday. He's a very good shooter. And there's O'Neal's presence. One of the reasons why the defensive percentage of the opponents of the Orlando Magic is so low this year at 45%.
Orlando has won 10, lost 15 on the road. 4th in the Atlantic, 9.5 behind the Knicks, vying for playoff position with several clubs. Nick Anderson, one of the other reasons for the success of the Magic. He's had another terrific year. Keep an eye on Donald Royal, a Notre Dame product. One of the outstanding first steps in the league. Skiles, it counts, and the foul. What a shot by Scott Skiles, who will go to the line.
Well, the last time these two teams played a triple overtime thriller, the Magic won 102-100. Once again, Shaquille O'Neal blocks Patrick Ewing's shot at the end of regulation to force OT. And he appeared to be saying, who's number 1 now, to his rival Patrick? I asked Shaq earlier today if that's indeed what he said.
It would be absurd for me to say, look who's number 1 now, when Pat had 30 points and I had 8 points. I look at the referee and I say, give me one now. People you see things and, they just say that to try to get their ratings up. And, if I would have had 30 and he would have had 8, then maybe I would have said, look who's number 1 now. But, he had 30 points. I only had 8 points. I look at the referee and say, give me one now, because I was getting hacked all day.
Skiles and Anderson in the backcourt. Bowie, O'Neal, and Tolbert up front. Shaquille, now 4 out of 10. He has 11 points in all. Oh, nice fake by Starks. John Starks going left off the fake to the right. He left Bowie along the sideline. Skiles with the shot clock running down. Ewing with the rebound. Starks for 3. Yes! Well, John Starks has done it again. He's on fire. Oakley. Oh, nicely done by Charles. Open shot for Starks. Well, there was the open man, John Starks. Knicks lead by 3. Bowie saving that pass. Pretty play by Anthony Bowie. The Knicks 64, the Magic 63. Ewing squaring up. Yes. Patrick Ewing with his first points of the third. Knicks lead 66-63. 25 for Ewing, who has severely outplayed Shaquille O'Neal. But that was the case the last time they met in Orlando. And then Ewing fouled out and Shaquille came on strong, leading the Magic to that triple overtime victory. O'Neal now has 13. The Knicks by 1. Starks finding Ewing wide open. Yes. Knicks lead 68-65. Starks try to get it to Ewing. Ewing recaptures and hits. The Knicks 71. The Magic 68. Starks. Yes. 18 for Starks, and the Knicks have their biggest lead of the night. They collapse on Shaquille, gets it out to Skiles. Shot clock at 5. Anderson.
Oh,
The crowd was applauding the defensive sequence by the Knicks, but Nick Anderson put it away. Here's Campbell, rejected by O'Neal. That is his second block. Again, the double on O'Neal. Anderson for three. Open shot for Nick Anderson by virtue of the double team on Shaquille O'Neal. The Magic now down by only one with a half-minute left in the third quarter. Rivers nearly picked it off. Down to two. Brian Williams. Yes, and it counts. Oh, that was some move by Brian Williams with 1 6/10 of a second remaining. Knicks led by as many as 7. Orlando with a good run to end the third quarter, taking a 1-point lead. Oakley given the shot. And Charles is 6 for 6. Whoa. The Knicks with a 1-point lead. Rivers going all the way is rejected by Brian Williams. Knicks have a 1-point lead with 1:40 gone by in the fourth. Another sellout crowd on hand. Pretty pass from Herb Williams, setting up Anthony Mason. We played a brief passage with Shaquille O'Neal right at the start of the game, and he was about as down as I've seen him. Maybe he didn't care for Bruce.
Now look at the pressure he puts on Herb Williams by rolling into the basket. What a move.
Starks. Oh, he challenged O'Neal. He was looking to tag a 5th foul on Shaquille, and Shaquille stepped away. Knicks have a 1-point lead. Starks to the hoop. Broken nose and all. John Starks challenging, going right into the middle of that Orlando defense. Mason up the step.
Quick.
Comes up hobbling though. Anderson again, laid by Mason. Shaquille with the fake. Oh, Shaquille O'Neal with a power move. He thought he was fouled, did not get the call. Here's O'Neal with the fake. And drills it off the glass to bring the Magic within one. Ewing with the drop step. Oh, what a shot by Patrick Ewing. The Knicks by 1. 35 seconds remaining fourth quarter. The Knicks have a 1-point lead. Anderson with 7 on the shot clock. Anderson forcing and hitting. Orlando by 1. 97-96.
John Starks has taken the mask off.
Playing with the broken nose without the protective mask.
Oh, Shaquille O'Neal rocked Doc Rivers, who's on the floor on his back. And it appears the call is going against the big man, Shaquille O'Neal.
He is fouled out. Orlando is over the limit, so Doc Rivers will go to the line. All right, here's the toss, and it's off the mark. Williams on the interception. That is the end of regulation, and now we do go to overtime. The Knicks are down by 1. Ewing is setting up down low. Goes at Kite and hits. So the Knicks lead by 1. Once again, Pat Riley going with Doc Rivers over Greg Anthony down the stretch, although Anthony with 14 assists this evening. Skiles with the pull-up. Orlando 102, but Knicks 99. 17 for Skiles.
Skiles beat Rivers off the dribble with a jump shot. It just shouldn't happen.
Oakley. Once again, the Magic leaving Charles Oakley open.
Well, you know Pat Riley doesn't want to give the Orlando Magic the confidence that they can ever win a game here, because this could be a playoff matchup in the early round.
Mason goes glass. Knicks by 1. 1.5 remaining in overtime. Skiles was about to go for the 3 and then changed his mind. That counts. And the foul. Patrick Ewing will go to the line. Skiles for Tolbert for 3. That would have won it for Orlando. Instead, the Knicks in overtime have defeated the Magic 109-107.